Hey Awesome Kiddo! Let's make some magic in this coding masterclass. I'm Jane, and I'm going to be teaching you coding using mBlock. We're going to start with the introduction. You can download mBlock on the official website. Download it and I'll see you on the other side. It doesn't matter the version. Okay, enough talking, let's jump straight into it. So what is coding? Coding is like giving instructions to a computer to make it do fun things. It's a set of step-by-step instructions that tell a computer what to do, just like a recipe tells you how to make cookies. Here we have a panda, but the general name is called a sprite. I'm going to show you how to get more sprites during the class, so stay put. We have the stage, the blocks palette, and the code workspace. In the block palette, we have motion, blue, looks, purple, sound, events, control, sensing, and the rest we'll look into later. Let's go back to events and get, when green flag clicked, block, it's like pressing a start button. Then I'll go to motion and get, move 10 steps. Congratulations! We've created our first program. Now let's test it. Click the green flag. Cool. The panda is moving. Now I'm going to remove, move 10 steps, and get, turn 15 degrees, block and snap it. Then we test it again, and now it's turning. Now I'll remove that one and get the other, turn 15 degrees, block, the anti-clockwise one, snap it and let's test again. There we go. Now we're going to explore other sprites. Are you ready? I'll click the plus icon to add another sprite. Here is our sprite library. We have animals, people, fantasy, plants, food, and more. We can also search for a sprite using the search bar. I'll search for a ball. Found it. I'll select it and press OK. Good. Let's change the stage by adding a background. We don't want to leave it white. So I'll click on background, then click the plus icon to get the background. But in mBlock, it's called a backdrop. Here we have our backdrop library. I'll select any one I like and press OK. Next, I'm going to make the ball bounce around the edges. I'll get, when green flag clicked, forever block from control, move 10 steps. If on edge, bounce from motion, then put them inside the forever block. Let's test it. Cool. The ball is bouncing on edge. Now I'll go back to the panda. This time, I just want the panda to move. So I'll remove the turn 15 degrees and put back move 10 steps. Now I want the ball to move when the panda touches it. I'll remove the forever block and everything inside it. Then I'll get, if then, from control. Don't worry, we're going to use these blocks often. Now I'll go to sensing and get, touching mouse pointer. I'll snap it between the if and then, and change it to panda. Next, I'll get, move 10 steps, and snap it inside the if then block. Let's test it. The ball moves when the panda touches it. Now I'm going to get another sprite. Let's go back to the sprite library. I'll go to animals and choose Bear 3, and press OK. Let's go to events and get one green flag clicked, then I'll go to looks and get set size. I'll delete the green flag block and instead go back to events and get one space key pressed. I'll change it to up arrow. Then I'll get another one space key pressed and change it to down arrow. Let's get another set size block. Oops. Let's remove it and instead get change size by 10 for both blocks. Oh! It works even when you just click on the blocks. Now let's change the 10 to -10 for the down arrow. Great! Now let's test it. Cool! It's growing smaller and smaller. Oh! That's our bear, far away and really small. That's fine. I'll just grow it back. Yeah! If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and give a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. See you later, awesome kiddo.